let's talk about storytelling in photography. So photography to me is about creating a story, and especially with couples, you can create a storyline between two people that is very authentically them, and like you get to know them, you figure out what they like and just their vibe, which is why I always recommend having at least 2 hours in a session, because you get to know them, they get comfortable in front of the camera, and then you create magic like this. So I want to quickly explain my process with all of these photos and like how I was able to create this. This was a storytelling content day that I went to with a ton of other amazing, talented photographers, and we were all bouncing off of each other and learning new things and just creating magic. Like, this was like a dream shoot for me. So one of the biggest things in storytelling photography is framing and composition. And all of these, I tried to create framing and composition and like cool angles and different things to accentuate the story and to essentially like really tell the story of them and of this moment that was happening and of this day, and just express the vibe, you know? So we had an e-bike, and I just like thought, you know what, I'm gonna use the wheels. I'm gonna like get down on the wheel level and give like a POV through the wheels. And they were just over there by the water dancing and doing their thing and just loving on each other. And that is the biggest thing I tell my couples, is just love on each other, have fun in the moment, just do you know, do what feels natural. And then for this one, I had an idea of having him up like this. This is a very common like idea and pose that I've seen a lot of other photographers do, but I wanted to do it like from his POV, but like through his arm, you know, just like, whoa, like he's like staring at her and just admiring, and like you get to see that POV, and I love that. And then on this one, the sun was going down, and it was just their silhouettes against that amazing backdrop, and it was just like everything came together so perfectly. There's a little star there, like the sea oats and everything. It was absolutely magic. But I wanted it to be a POV from my level, like from basically like a lower level, so I kind of like tried to go at an upward angle with my camera. And then I don't know if you guys can see this bottom one, but they are just leaning on the bike and just hanging out and looking at each other. And like I tried to get it, I always try to like get different angles, so I move a lot when I'm shooting. So I always get low, I get high, I go around, I go to the right. Like I never stay in the same place for very long, which is recommended. Like I would recommend you, if you are starting out with storytelling photography, to like try to move around a lot and get different angles and see things from a different perspective. One of my biggest tips is to slow down. I shot for 14 years. I've been doing photography for like over 14 years at this point, and I've always worked very fast and very like, okay, okay, let's do this. And like I couldn't even give myself enough time to think. Slow down, think about your shots, think about the moments, and think about them. Think about what they would want to see. And so I try to really like, something fell on my car. So I really try to like accentuate the story and think about the story as I'm shooting it. And just to give you guys an idea of how I shoot, this is how I try to approach every single shoot. And I always send out a questionnaire trying to get to know my couples before we meet, so that I can like find activities for us to do. Like if they like riding bikes, like I can bring a bike. If they like the beach, we can go to the beach. If they really like the dusk look, like we can, honestly, every single session needs to be different and never the same. It always needs to be different. I need to be telling their unique story. I need to be doing this for them. This is for them, not for me. I'm going to put my unique art and my unique twist and like my style on the photos and on the session, but this is for them. And you know, it's so important to make sure that they have those photos that accentuate who they are, if that makes sense. So I hope this helped. If you guys are interested in booking a shoot with me, I am currently booking for 2025 and 2026. So let me know, reach out. I have all of my info in my bio.